Hello, hello. My name is Tommaso Martelli, and today I will give out my personal presentation specifically about my personality and my leadership style by using different theories that we've explored in personal leadership. This presentation will be structured like this. I will have a brief presentation of myself, and I will then introduce Covey's 7 habits and talk about them and discuss how they're related to me and my personality. And I will use a ranking system that goes from 1 to 10 to rate me on each habit and to rate myself on how well I'm doing for each habit. Connected to habit number 2, I will also give out my personal mission statement, and that will give a bit more depth in who I am and what my personality is, and then talk about Myers-Briggs personality test and the personality that it gave me and whether I think it is right or wrong. And I will do this by also talking about the strengths and weaknesses about this type of personality, and later on connected to my archetype. I will finish off by talking about Goleman and its leadership styles and what I think, which style I think best fits me. So who am I? I'm Tommy, I'm 19 and I'm from Italy. I've always lived in Italy, but I've done an international school, which has allowed me to learn English and meet people who are from many other countries. I took a gap year, which after high school, which has allowed me in my decision and thinking process what I wanted to do in life, and then I decided to come here in the Netherlands and specifically study sport management. I chose the Netherlands because I really wanted to push myself and discover something new, and at the same time it was a country that was pretty close. ISPM because, well, I'm really connected to sport from the athlete side, but I have really an attraction, curiosity, and interest in the sport industry and the kind of jobs you can get from that. Personal leadership, I have to say that so far it has been really interesting, and it has been really helpful for self-reflection time and learn more about myself while learning also the subject. COVID habit number 1 is being proactive, which is not about being active or reactive, but it is being proactive. The difference between response and reaction, which is being in control of what you're doing, what you're thinking, and how you're reacting, because you're responding to something, you're not really reacting. And this allows you to have an ability to choose your responses to external stimuli and not simply reacting to them, taking responsibility for your actions in life and making choices that are aligned with your values. This I have to say that I'm really trying to work on, and I'm really trying not to react to most stuff that happens in my life. But I have to say that so far I've been more kind of reacting to what's happening in my life, and I'm only proactive on things that I like instead of being proactive on everything that's happening in my life. And that's why I'm only ranking myself a 6, because I have to improve a lot on the aspect of being more responsive and proactive on also things that I don't appreciate as much. Habit number 2 is begin with the end in mind, which means setting your goals, having a clear vision of what you want to achieve in the long term. And to do this, there is a certain model and thinking process, which is this: thinking what, so what, and not what, which really helps to realize what the problem is and then later on try and find a solution with a goal and a vision of how you want to achieve that goal. Setting goals and defining a personal mission statement is pretty important for this and your daily actions, because it guides you to do that. And having a clear destination in mind also helps you to make more effective choices and reach your goals. And that's why I've also wrote for myself a personal mission statement, which helps me every day. And it is: in life, I aspire to learn something new every day by being constantly curious. I will influence people around me to do better in the world because of the footprint I will try to leave. And this is something that I have kind of achieved and wrote thanks to the thinking process of what, so what, and now what. Covey's habit number 3 is put things first. And it talks mostly about time management and prioritization. And in terms of prioritizing, I'm really good because I know what my um, most important tasks are during the day and what matters the most to me, but I'm not as good at time management. Unfortunately, this habit comes with two things, and you need to focus on the most important and impactful tasks, and use the time management matrix to do that, to do it if possible. So rank in these four sectors which activities are most important for you. And even though I'm able to rank these activities, I'm not always able to conclude them because of my time management. So I do have to work more on balancing my time. And that's why I'm only ranking myself a 7, because I'm really able to put things first, but not really use time management to achieve all these things. Covey's habit number 4 is think win-win. I think that so far this is the habit that I'm best at, and that's why I would rank myself already a good 8 or 9, because thinking win-win is about seeking mutually beneficial solutions in interpersonal interactions, finding solutions and agreements that benefit both parties. And because of my personality, I always do think that arriving to a mutual agreement point is the best for both people, and this is because this is better rather than pursuing a zero-sum mindset where one person wins at the expense of the other. And I do truly believe that when both people achieve something, there's just more benefit for both, because of the fact that both people managed to achieve what they wanted to achieve, or at least they decided to let some things go in order to work together and achieve something together without excluding anybody else. And this is why it is really important for group works and building strong relationships and collaborations. And that is why also I think that this habit is set for my personality. Kobe's habit number 5 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. And again, this is another habit which is good for my personality, and that's why I would rank myself a good 8, because I think myself of a very good listener, and this habit is a lot about listening and communicating and understanding, and that's why I do value a lot effective communication and active listening and empathetic understanding, and why these aspects are also so important before trying to express your viewpoint and waiting for the right time to talk with someone, and realize when it's the time to listen and when it's the time to talk. And that's why I think I'm able to truly understand other people and then also convey my ideas, but knowing my place and knowing when to talk and when to listen. Because thanks to the empathetic listening, I would have to say that I've managed to work on shortening the communication gap when I talk to people. Habit number 6 is synergize, and realizing that the power of teamwork and collaboration is really important, and that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I am realizing this slowly, but I am realizing this. I still think that sometimes I am better at working by myself in certain occasions, but I do actually agree with this point, and even though I think that I'm better working alone in some occasion, I have to push myself in order to do this, because working together and leveraging each other's strengths then helps a lot in achieving better results than you could individually. Thanks, according to Covey. And embracing values and diversity of other perspectives, backgrounds, and cultures and other aspects then also allows you to add and kind of join different ways in different ways in thinking and ideas that then bring more creative and effective solutions. So I would rank myself a good 7 or 8, but I do think that I have to work on this habit. Habit number 7 is sharpen the saw, and it is about self-renewal and self-improvement, and really trying and getting more precise at those previous 6 habits. And there's 4 different dimensions to be truly effective and take care of, which are physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual being. And I have to say that 2 most that I've worked on are physical and mental, but I have to get better at working at emotional and spiritual well-being, because I don't have a lot of time yet to invest in my personal development and well-being, um, because of this new life that I just got here in the Netherlands, but it is something that I'm working on and getting better at. Now, I'll talk about Myers-Briggs personality test and the fact that it gave me the personality of being a campaigner. And these are the strengths that I've kind of took from the test and also kind of wrote myself. And I'm gonna start already by saying that I truly agree with what Myers-Briggs gave me, and I do think that the campaigner is the best fit personality for me. And strengths like being curious, perceptive, enthusiastic, excellent communicators, festive, and good-natured are what support my points being made in the previous slides when talking about the habits. And while the weaknesses being more about people pleasing, unfocused, disorganized, overly accommodating, overly optimistic, and restless. And this is why I do think that I have to work better at time management and some other aspects of my life to kind of also like habit number 7 to sharpen the saw and get better at those other habits. The one I would like to work the least with of these 16 personalities, I would have to say it's protagonist, while my archetype was, in case of the self, being an innocent child, and the persona, a wise old man. In terms of Goleman's leadership styles, there's six. There's affiliative, commanding, coach, democratic, pace setting, and visionary. But because of my personality, I have to say that I think democratic is the best fit for me. And I truly believe that being democratic is also, in my opinion, the best of these six. But just because of the ability to communicate um, in certain ways, and even though I would like to be democratic, I would like to work under half a coaching and half affiliative type of leader, because I also do think that every person cannot doesn't have to be only one, but can be multiple type of leaders at the same time. And this is what I think of what my leadership style could be and what my personality is connected to Covey 7 habits and Myers-Briggs personality test. Thank you.